I'm Scott.
I'm Carrie.
I'm Chloe.
I'm Sophie.
And it's McGuire Monday.
Woo! Welcome. We are so excited that you guys are here. We already see some activity in the comments with the chat, and we're so happy to see you guys interacting with one another, because one of our goals is definitely to grow our community. And what better way than to talk to one another? Yay! So go ahead and keep up the comments. Type hello to us and let us know that you're hearing us. And also, if this is your first time being with us during a live stream, or if it's your first time visiting our channel at all, we would love to know that. So please make a comment saying first time in the comments. So you're either going to say hello or first time, so we know that where you stand and that you're out there and you're hearing us. Good to see you all. Thanks for being here.
We've got a great show tonight. We're going to do an interview with Proceeding Onward in America, and we're going to play a game with them called Who Done It. You're going to learn more about that later. And since it's Martin Luther King Jr. Day, we're going to play a fact or fiction game during our live stream as well to celebrate that.
That's right. We also have an exciting channel support giveaway. Last week during our live stream, we asked you guys to visit the channel of Loving Life Hitched Up, and we had a specific video we wanted you to see of theirs on their channel, and we have some trivia related to that video. So if you took time to go check it out and watch it, you could be our lucky winner of an Amazon gift card tonight. So we'll get to that later as well.
That was the delicious video, right?
That was the delicious Hershey, Pennsylvania video.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
If you didn't get to go watch that, make sure you go check it out.
You can smell the chocolate while you're just watching it. It's so fun.
For sure. Right now, we're streaming on YouTube and on Facebook. If you're watching us on Facebook, the stream is actually going to cut out in a few minutes. So what you'll want to do is click the link down in the description on Facebook, and that will take you over to YouTube, where the fun will continue. We're going to have a giveaway in a little bit, and the only way to be part of the giveaway is to watch on YouTube. We're going to play some games. We're going to interact with you in the chat, and the only way to be part of that is on the YouTubes. So if you're on the Facebooks right now, or is it MySpace?
Not MySpace. That's so like however many years ago, 2 years ago.
I have 7 MySpace followers right now. But if you're watching us on MySpace or Facebook, then go down into the description and click the YouTube link to get over here to YouTube to continue the fun.
And if you're in MySpace, do you understand what YouTube is? That would be my next question. We'll get to that later.
Go ahead and type your name into the chat. That way we can say hi to you and call you by your real name.
That's
Not
right.
just your channel name.
Right. We want to get to know you. So share that real name with us. We're going to meet a few channels tonight that we want to make sure you guys check out. Every week we have a few that we're going to highlight for you. And we've enjoyed getting connected to different people in the community. And so this is just another opportunity for us to help you also know who our new buddies are out there. So 3 channels you'll meet tonight will be Living in Our Now, All the Ventures, and Proceeding Onward in America, POA. We want to make sure that you know how awesome these channels are and can go check them out and see why we think they're so amazing. And we're going to help you understand that a little bit tonight.
Go ahead, Chloe.
So now we're going to go ahead and welcome some channels that are here. So you can go ahead and say hi in the chat. Like my mom said earlier, type if it's your first time in the comments, or just type hello, and we'll put you on the screen to say hi.
I see Ford Man's here. Kenneth Oakes, I like your haircut, but the time of year to get that haircut, you got to be cold, man. If y'all hadn't seen Ford Man's new haircut, it's like what I'm working toward. You see this? I'm working toward the Ford Man haircut, but he's got it all the way back. All that hair's gone.
Yep. So we saw that On the Move is here, and we're so thankful. They're some of our moderators. So thank you to them for being here weekly.
We told you last week that Kelly was not feeling so welly, and update that she's feeling a whole lot better. We were texting just a little while ago, and I think she's been vertical a little bit, been moving around some.
Yeah, definitely. Really some rough times there. So we thank you guys for any prayers you lifted up for the Muse, not the Muse, the Muse. And we're so grateful that she's feeling well enough to be here with us tonight, along with Wilson. Living in Our Now is here as well. And that's one of our featured channels tonight that we told you we would share more about. So they're here. You can interact with them in the chat.
There's Loving Life Hitched Up.
Awesome.
Red and TJ are here.
Hey, guys.
Yeah.
Hey, it's good to see y'all. Let's see.
Avenger RV
Guys,
Adventures is here.
I see Forever Best Friend.
Oh, awesome.
Charlie
Oh,
Grace,
I'm
she
gonna
was with
try
us
to
last
find
week.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah. Howdy.
Hey.
And there's a puppy. She loves emojis.
Yeah.
How about everybody in the chat real quick, go in and type an emoji message to Charlie Grace. So go @ forever best friend, and then type her an emoji message. She loves emojis.
And
Absolutely.
do 30 bajillion so it fills up the entire chat.
That'd be great. So who else do we have with us?
James Cantonese is here. We see you on other folks' live stream all the time. We are blessed to have you here tonight. We feel like it's like a super honor to have James Cantonese here tonight.
Yep, absolutely. It's about time now. It's so good to see you guys. Thank you for being here. We appreciate your support, and we are looking forward to the chance to get to see you again in the future, not just on YouTube, but hopefully in real life too.
Avenger RV Adventure is here, and I always remember that Avenger RV Adventure was our very first winner.
Yep, that's
on our
right. I
live
knew that's
stream.
what you were going to say.
I think we'll never forget that.
Living Like Larry, we see that you're here. Thank you for being here and welcome.
In OTB,
We got some emojis. Sorry
Oh,
I
look at
interrupted
that.
you, Dad, but I'm seeing emojis and it's making me happy.
Chloe loves emojis.
Yes.
They're
Look
cute.
at that.
They're
They
just
are
little.
Precious.
They're little and they're cute.
Yep. Very good.
Yes, Ford man.
Yeah, this
Let's
is
hit the thumbs up.
This is me with all the little smiley faces. That's what I do every single time I do an emoji.
That's so
Yep.
cute.
I can attest to that. She texts me emojis and there are a lot of smileys.
A lot of
in there.
smileys.
Loving Life Hitched Up says hit the thumbs up button. And if you really want to get crazy, hit it 3 times.
Ooh.
Or however many times they put the emojis up there. That would be good.
Oh, that's a lot.
That
Is-
would be good.
As long as it's an odd number. Don't hit it 2 times.
That doesn't help. Philly and Glampers, hey there. Good to see you.
Nick's Picks is here. And
Did we say nursing our travel bug? I think we started to.
Oh,
and
we
then
started
moved
to and I got
on to
distracted.
emojis.
yeah, I feel like there's always room to talk about NKOTB, and we never do.
Well, NKOTB, NOTB, it's very similar. I think you're trying to trick us and think that we'll be followers just because it's got such a similarity. But I'm following because it's y'all. I was never really a big follower of NKOTB.
I think it's the same. I think they're the same group.
Yeah. Hey, there's It's About Time Now with a bunch of emojis. Those are awesome.
It's all emojis.
I have to tell you, I don't know if I know how to do emojis.
Oh,
On
you
a
right
live
click
stream.
and then you hit emojis and then you pick an emoji.
See, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Leave it to the tween to
Yeah.
teach us how to do it.
You're welcome, Chloe. That's awesome. So helpful.
You're welcome, old lady.
Hey, watch it.
Chloe, what's next for us? What's coming up?
Oh, we have a secret word. So I'm going to go
Oh, I
ahead and
know
show
what
you
that
guys
means.
a video for that.
All right, so this is the time in the live stream where we
Oh.
need your help.
I forgot my earbuds.
Oh boy, we need your help coming up with a secret word. Don't type anything yet.
We also need your help reminding my family to say the secret word. Oh, wait,
Oh.
let me start the music.
Yeah, we'll do our best to say the secret word. Get him to
Oh,
guess it.
gosh.
It's working. I
Y'all
hear
set
it.
this really loud.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can
Okay,
hear it.
okay.
So,
Yeah, it's loud.
here's the deal. If you were with us last week,
No, you don't know you're beautiful.
every time. Okay. Last week, you know that we got to spray Scott with silly string when we were able to get him to say the secret word. So go ahead and make some suggestions in the comments about what you think the secret word should be, and we'll
You
pick
don't know
one.
you're
Sophie,
beautiful.
tell him to be quiet.
Sorry.
Okay.
He gets it. Okay.
So we need some secret words up
So
in
go
here.
ahead and type into the comments and give us some suggestions on a secret word. We would love to pick yours. If we have a good one out there, we'll definitely try to do that. We'll just give you a second to get it
Secret
typed in
word.
there.
Secret word dinner. Like my song. That should be in the video.
That should be. That was good.
Secret word. Okay, we got
Dance.
RV on the wayside said dance.
Thanks, Donovan and Jody.
Thank you.
Good to see y'all tonight.
It's a good word. Okay, we got
Sing.
sing from Fordman, aka Kenneth Oaks.
Yeah.
Nursing our travel bug says marshmallows.
Ooh.
Oh, I
on-
saw earlier. Loving Life Hitched Up. I'm not sure where it is now, but they said chocolate. That's kind of in honor of their
Yep.
video.
And I see.
This music is awesome.
Good to know.
We can tell.
Okay. I see Yummy from All the Ventures. Hey guys, good to see y'all. Yummy.
Hey, and thanks for the
Um,
word.
Yep.
Ah.
Cars.
RV on the wayside with SpaghettiOs. I
Oh,
like
so
that. We
fun.
should do
Na
SpaghettiOs.
na 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 na.
I saw s'mores in there. I saw lunch. Nick's pick says lunch.
Living like Larry says sing.
I hit
Yeah.
that one.
It's okay.
They're going by really fast.
Lippy
so-
Lisa up lipstick says snuffleupagus. That's kind of funny. I like that.
That might be hard to get him to say that.
I'm not sure I would have
but
known how to spell that, but I figured out what you
Snuffleupagus.
said. That was good.
Yeah.
What else? Okay, so I think we need to pick one.
What about?
Can you scroll back up a little? I think
yeah.
s'mores is a good one. We actually had a couple of different people
this
say s'mores. Yeah, on the Muse said s'mores. Someone else said it too, and we also had marshmallows in there. I think that's all good. So
So
let's
should we do
go. We're
s'mores?
gonna go with s'mores.
Okay, guys, our secret word is s'mores.
Now type other stuff in the chat so he won't be able to see what you said. We got to move things along so that he won't see it when he.
So say hi to some people. Do some
talk
stuff.
to each other.
and- yeah.
There we go.
So we're gonna give you guys a minute to put secret words up, and then we're gonna get them off. The chat is delayed on one
That's
of our
good.
screens here.
We're good,
so
though.
okay,
We're
we're
good,
good.
though.
We're good.
Can you get Daddy out of his little zone here?
Yeah.
Hey, welcome back. How was your
Okay.
music?
Well, that was good timing. The song had ended, and Jake from State Farm came on.
That's a good commercial.
Hey, Jake from State Farm.
You want to know what he was
Leave it to him.
wearing?
Good stuff. So the Facebook stream is going to end soon. Is that right?
Is it time to end it?
No, almost.
Oh, if you're watching on Facebook, there's a whole nother thing happening on the YouTubes. So look down in the description on the on Facebook, and there's a link that'll take you to YouTube, because and it's important to go ahead and click that, because in just a little bit the Facebook stream is going to end, and we'll have a couple of games on YouTube. We'll have a giveaway on YouTube. You can chat with us on YouTube and say mean things about my singing, or nobody would say
Not
that.
that.
Nobody.
That's-
Yeah.
Why would you even really?
But come on over to YouTube before we in that stream in just a little in the Facebook stream in just a little bit. And actually, you've got just a couple minutes before that comes up.
So in the meantime, we would like to share with you a product review. That's something that we enjoy. And if you've ever read product reviews online, some of them can be pretty entertaining. So this product review is for Tuscan Dairy Whole Vitamin D Milk.
Tuscan Dairy Whole Vitamin D Milk.
That
Okay.
is right.
So I think, can I read the first one?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, so here's one. It says, Andrew said, this milk is easily twice as good as Tuscan half milk.
Okay.
That's pretty good, Andrew. Save yourself some hassle and just spring for the whole. Truly, the whole is greater than the sum of its parts. Thanks, Tuscan.
Okay.
That was a good one.
Didn't you just learn that in school? The whole is the sum of the parts.
Maybe
We
so.
were sitting right here about, I don't know, 20 minutes ago doing chemistry.
Yes, that's true.
I think we
Balancing
had just learned that.
equations.
I hate it.
So-
I want it
Yeah.
to be over.
Yay, chemistry.
Mad Gremlin went and got some Tuscan Dairy Whole Vitamin D milk, and Mad Gremlin said, doesn't taste a darn thing like a toucan. I thought, whoa, tropical bird flavor. Boy, was I wrong. Returning this immediately.
So he thought Tuscan was toucan. Okay.
Reading is
Mad
fundamental.
Gremlin.
Yes.
Work on your reading, but thanks for the interview.
Yeah.
Well,
Yes,
thanks
you
for the
can.
review.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
What's next?
Jay Fitzsimmons, am I saying it right?
Mm-hmm.
He says, has anyone else tried pouring this soap over dry cereal? Awesome.
Well, he's an
No, it makes
innovator.
sense. It's milk.
Jay
We should
Fitzsimmons
try
is an
that.
innovator, right?
He's
Yeah.
pouring his Tuscan Dairy Whole Vitamin D milk over his cereal.
Yeah.
Isn't it by
Who would have thought?
I don't know.
I don't know.
It's a long
Okay,
name.
so here's one by JC. It's kind of long, but it's interesting. I researched the web for a long time before I made my choice of Tuscan whole milk, 1 gallon, 128 fluid ounces. Thanks for those specifications. I assumed that this company would be responsible enough to provide real-time online product support. Maybe not a satisfied customer. When I tried to contact their support and help desk, I discovered that I was left waiting for help for days before anyone cared to get back to me. By the time I got the product installed and sampled, I discovered that it was no better than what I could get around the corner at the local store, where I can always find product support around the clock. A real wake-up call. Okay. All right, JC.
Product support is key.
I feel you, JC. Okay.
W. Wright says, this is a fun note, but the product line appears to be limited in available colors. I can only find white.
Okay.
Okay. We'll work on that. We'll contact the company and work on that.
What
for
did
you.
Sergeant Happy tell us?
Sergeant Happy said, excellent, just excellent stuff. That's pretty good.
Satisfied customer.
Putting milk in a plastic jug Brilliant. Okay, what kind of milk have you been getting?
Right.
This is a little. Okay. Name one other milk company that's thought of that. Well,
okay.
All of them.
So Tuscan Dairy Whole Vitamin D Milk. Get yours today. Thanks, guys. Appreciate your help on that.
Let's do a quick progress check. And remember, if you're watching on Facebook, then you'll want to come over to YouTube because that's where you can type into the chat. And that's what we're about to do. If you are watching on YouTube right now and you're a non-content creator, meaning you have a YouTube channel, you're here watching this live stream, but you don't produce content, you don't put out videos, type in the chat right now. If you are a non-content creator, type in the YouTube chat right now because we love it when you guys show up and we want to tell you thank you. So if you're a non-content creator, type in the chat. If you do create videos, but you're a new channel, meaning you have 100 subscribers or less, type the word new and tell us how many subscribers you have. So if you have 100 subscribers or less, type new and type the number of subscribers you have on YouTube because we want to recognize you. We want to get over and check out your channel and support what you're doing there. So go ahead and do that. And we also want to do, I want to tell you that when we tell you to go visit channels, get over there and say the McGuires sent me. It's always fun to see where somebody came from. So go over and say the McGuire sent me. But be careful. Don't just go over and subscribe if you're checking out a channel. That doesn't do anybody any good. You only want to subscribe if it's content that you're enjoying. So go watch a video, leave a comment, and then if you like it, then hit subscribe.
So you guys can see a couple of NNs in the chat there. So feel free to thank them because we love the support from NNs. And we're grateful for y'all who come out and provide us support. And we are excited to see some returners.
Linda, thank you. I remember Linda from last week. Linda R., thank you so much. And Broken Sunflowers, I believe you're a new friend. Thank you so much for being here with us tonight. We really appreciate you guys. And here's Robert Garhart, one of our winners from last week. Definitely. It was so great to catch up with you again, Robert. And we've got some new folks with us tonight. Now, make a note of these. If you are in the mood to go make some new friends on YouTube, go check out Living Like Larry. And like I said, go watch the video, leave a comment, and if it's something you enjoy, hit subscribe. Don't just go hit subscribe because Larry doesn't want you to subscribe and then never come back again. So go check him out.
Traveling On. This is says they're new with 89. So thank you so much. Go check them out. Philam Glampers, new 70.
I always wondered how to say their channel name.
Yeah.
And then a couple of weeks ago, we saw them on somebody else's live stream.
That's
Was it RV on the Wayside?
Maybe. I think so. I've seen so many lately.
They explained that they are Filipino Americans. And so it's Philam Glampers. And those of you that don't know, glamping is the kind of camping that Carrie does.
Yes.
I grew up in Boy Scouts. And so we were always in a tent out in the boonies, didn't bathe. It was disgusting. And I mentioned something to Carrie one time about going camping. And she said, I will go camping with you as long as I can have, what were your specifications?
Air conditioning.
Yeah.
Running water and a bathroom right there.
So basically she wants a house on wheels.
So here we are.
Glamping is what we do. We're just like you, Philam.
Except for sometimes we do make a campfire. And that's like real camping. You know, we make things out on the campfire.
Yeah, we do.
What do we make on the campfire?
Sometimes we throw the grill on the campfire.
The griddle?
No, the grill.
Oh, gotcha.
We grill things on the campfire.
We don't put the griddle on the campfire. That's a bad idea.
Yeah. On the Move, do you see they've got more subscribers than they did last week?
Yeah.
You guys are growing. Keep it up. Keep up the good work.
Nice.
If you've not seen On the Move, they take off every summer for like 6 weeks or something. They're both, mom and dad are both teachers.
Yep.
And so they put the two kids in the truck and take their camper and they head out. Last year they headed out west.
Yeah.
It was awesome. That's
They've
where
already
I really
started making their plans for this summer. We're not that organized. We need to get on it.
I guess we do. We need them to plan our adventures for us.
We have said aloud to one another we want to go somewhere for spring break. That's in March.
Yep.
It's January. Oh, well.
We want to try something different right now. If you're within 10% of a goal, we want you to comment. So that means if you're between 90 and 100, put your number of subscribers in there. If you're between 90 and 100, put your number of subscribers. If you're within 10% of 500, meaning you're 450 to 500, put your number of subscribers. We want to recognize you guys for being so close, because those milestones are huge. They can really give you the boost you need to continue, because
right.
this really can, YouTube can beat you up if you don't have something to keep
And it's
you motivated.
amazing how you're working towards a goal, and you hit that goal, and then all of a sudden there's this flutter of activity, and then you're now working towards a new goal. And it's just like this, it's this ongoing, it's kind of like life. You don't ever stop progressing. And I think YouTube is a great example of that. If you're trying to grow your channel, make connections, and meet new people, I think this is an awesome goal to set. So
crushing it. You got to wake up every day and crush it. That's how you get better. And if you're between 900 and 1,000 subscribers, tell us in the chat how many subscribers you have. So if you're between 90 and 100, between 450 and 500, and between 900 and 1,000, we'd like you to put your number of subscribers in the chat. Well, we want to meet a new, new to some of us.
Yeah, not new, but
yeah, we want to meet Proceeding Onward in America. So check this out. Hey, Fabian and Becky, how are you guys? It is so good to see you. Proceeding Onward in America.
that's right.
POA!
That's excited. So am I. Glad we're here.
So tell us a little bit about you guys. What's your story? How did you get started full-time? And I know you've been full-time for a couple of years. And how did you get in this YouTube thing?
Well, for those who don't know, I'm Fabian.
And I'm Becky.
And we started 2018. We started dating in 2017. And in 2018, we didn't know where we wanted to live. And being that I was watching a lot of YouTubers traveling the country in an RV, I just brought it to her and said, hey, babe, since we don't know where we want to buy a house, you want to buy a box on wheels and, travel cross country? And she stood up all night till like 4 a.m. investigating this thing. And then when I woke up the next morning, she said, sure, let's do it.
There we go. Very awesome. Thank you. It sounds so romantic when you call it a box on wheels. It's like, let's build our future together.
Well, the first one we brought was really a box on wheels. There was no slides, just a single axle, just two wheels. 19 foot. Like I mention, we was just dating for a couple of months and we just moved into a little box.
Wow.
You got to start somewhere, but you obviously inspired her to action because she stayed up all night researching. So that's exciting.
Yeah. Well, we didn't know where we wanted to buy a house and start our life at, and we figured this would be the best way to explore every state, see what it's like. If we like it, we can stay, buy a house, start a family there, or if we don't like it, we can always hitch up and go to the next state.
That's exactly right. So you've obviously had some wonderful adventures in the time since then. Tell us about, we've shared some of our failures in the very short period of time that we've been living the RV life a little bit. We've had a few pretty significant ones. And I know that the longer we do this, the more opportunity there is for us to have these crazy experiences and mess things up. So what's the biggest mishap you've had since you've been out on the road that you'd be willing to share with us?
So our biggest one is probably in Connecticut, getting on the parkways. So they say no trucks, and we're thinking these big old tractor trailer trucks. No, they mean anybody that's bigger than like 8 feet.
Oh no.
So
We kind of thought we were safe because they got a picture of a truck, a semi truck. Okay, semi trucks. We're a travel trailer. We're only 10 feet tall.
We're 10-2. So we get going, and there's this bridge, and we go. It's 10-6. We're like, ooh, well, maybe we won't go on it or under it. So we'll go up and over and get back on. So we get on and over. We keep going down the road, not learning our lesson. The next one's 10-3. We're 10-2.
There was no way to get off on that one.
I look at him and I say, take it down the middle. We just go down the middle, and you just hear something. It sucks us out. Did we get off? No, we keep on going. Then we go down the road a little bit more, and the next sign says 8'8", and we're like, not making it.
Nope.
We couldn't pass that one if we tried.
Wow.
So
so
luckily it was a turn off, and we just turned off and said, I think this is the quitting time right now.
Yeah, we didn't go.
Alternate route.
Well, other than that, what's some advice you would have? I was going to say new RVers, but what would be some advice you have for new YouTube channels or smaller YouTube channels to help them with channel growth?
The only thing I got to say is the advice I give everybody is always stay positive. Always keep your head in the game. Never put your head down. Don't let people take you down. And just keep being you. Keep doing what you can do. Only you're the only one who can quit. And that's the only thing I can really say to everybody that's new out there is never give up. Just always stay positive and never give up.
Right. We've been doing this for almost 3 years. Yeah. And we just reached 1,000. There's some people that reached it in a couple weeks, months, depending on how they get out there.
And everybody has their own little method of how they can make it up there and stay up there. And some people make it and fail. And it's pretty much up to you on when you quit and it's over, or if you're going to keep fighting to make it to where you want to go. And when we first started this, we only did this for the fun, to put memories together, because I was just practicing on my little iPad on iMovie.
That's how we did our first videos.
I didn't have a computer. I was using this on iMovie on this to like put little video clips together. And I just thought it would be nice if we do the same thing and just put it on YouTube and share our experience with everybody. And that was pretty much all we did.
I think you make a great point that everyone's got their own path and their own journey with YouTube. And recently we published a video that we asked people to talk about their why. And it was really neat to see what different people said about the reason they started their YouTube channel to begin with. And so many people start off, oh, it's just something fun to do, or I want to keep friends and family up to date about our travels and let them see what we're doing. And sometimes that why will change over time with different seasons and different times in our lives. And I think it's really neat to hear from you guys that it started sort of this meager, I'm editing videos and putting these little things out using my iPad, to where you are now, that you've had so much growth over the last few years and maybe started to reach some of those goals that you started setting after that. So thank you for sharing that with us.
You're welcome.
If you're watching and you learned something from Fabian just now, he gave life advice.
Yeah.
So if you learned something about not giving up, everybody type don't give up in the chat. Type don't give up. That way Fabian knows that you're paying attention. Type don't give up in the chat. I think Fabian's
laughing because he accidentally gave that life advice. I don't think he meant to.
It was great life. You guys want to play a game?
Well, I say that to everybody. Just never give up.
And
yeah.
We can play a game.
Let's play a game. So everybody, the game we're going to play is called Who Done It. So we're gonna give you something that Fabian or Becky or Carrie or Scott has done, and we're going to guess in the chat who done it. So the first one, we want to know between Fabian and Becky, Scott and Carrie, who grew up in Brooklyn. Everybody type in the chat. Was it Fabian, Becky, Scott, or Carrie? Who grew up in Brooklyn? Now, I do know that the answer is not Jag. Jag did not grow up in Brooklyn.
No, he grew up in Kentucky.
Kentucky. Got it.
He's a Kentucky doggy.
And that's your dog, right? Jag is the dog. Very cool. All right, so we've got some guesses happening.
Oh, they know. So Robert
Wait, I see it.
Garhart says Fabian.
I see-
It's about
I see
time now
two
for
Carries.
Fabian.
Couple of Carrie guesses. Yep.
What y'all don't think I sound like I'm from Brooklyn? What's the big deal here? Yeah, so the correct answer is
Drum roll. Okay.
Fabian grew up in Brooklyn. Yes, he
Yes.
did.
But the guesses that Carrie grew up there are not too far off. I am not from New York, but all of my family is from New York. And so my father actually grew up not too far from Brooklyn.
How about the next one?
Okay, so the next one that we want you guys to comment in the chat what you guess, either Becky and Fabian or Carrie and Scott, who met in Hawaii? Which couple met in Hawaii?
Where did the other couple meet? Or we don't know yet.
We'll talk about that in a minute.
Okay. All right. So who met in Hawaii? Scott has a total New York accent. That's
Yes.
right. I've been working on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So who met in Hawaii? So one couple met in Hawaii. The other couple, I think we should say the other couple met.
Okay, so what I understand is the other couple met in college, but they didn't care for each other at the time.
Hawaii.
They were
College.
They were not big fans of one another meeting in college.
Wow. That's not a nice way to say that, I don't think.
Could have been worse, I guess, right?
All right. So several folks were saying that Scott and Carrie met in Hawaii.
Yeah.
A Loving Life Hitched Up, RV on the Wayside. It's About Time Now. James Cantonese.
All the Ventures.
Nursing Our Travel Bug.
Wren Family.
The Journey Awaits. Okay. So it seems unanimous. We got to go to Hawaii so we can meet.
Where did you guys meet?
Say that again.
Sorry.
Where did you guys meet?
So what's the story?
I was working on a cruise ship out there in Hawaii for like 3 years, and this lovely young lady decided to show up around September time, just after I finished a trip that I just got back from. And I always go on the pool deck, which is the bow of the ship, and I just like to watch the ship take off. And she's ended up sitting in my seat, and I'm like, "Hey, why are you in my seat?" And
So love at first sight then?
Kinda.
It kind of was, because we end up cruising into the sunset.
Yeah. So I'm my first day on board. Don't know really anybody. Just go on the pool deck, meet him, watch the sunset as the ship's leaving the pier, drifting off to sea, and the stars are rising or coming out, and it was a
Wow,
magical
that's quite
moment.
a scene to paint. Yeah.
You would say,
that's not
you would
how
say
it
that I
was.
planned it out
I think we
perfectly.
met for the
but
first
I
time
didn't
and-
know nothing.
I didn't hear what he said. Oh, well.
You said we met for the first time.
You would think that I planned it all out, but I didn't.
You should totally take credit as if you did, though.
Yeah.
Yep.
Maybe
So
I'll
we
tell the
did
kids that.
met for the first time in the cafeteria at our college, and we met like just kind of in passing, friends of friends kind of thing. And we always say we just weren't ready for each other yet, because we just were not. It wasn't like I'm interested in him or I'm interested in her. We were reintroduced after we graduated years later, and that's when we found each other and started dating and all that fun stuff. So
Okay. Well,
at first you don't succeed trying to
it worked out in the
Yeah.
end.
It did
It
work
did
out.
work
in the
out
end.
in the end. We seem to like each other now.
Let's do one more.
Yep.
One couple has been skydiving and one couple has been swimming with dolphins. Let's find out who's been swimming with dolphins. Was it Becky and Fabian went swimming with dolphins, or is it Scott and Carrie went swimming with dolphins? Who went swimming with dolphins? Somebody went skydiving and somebody went swimming with dolphins. And while you're doing that, while you're typing in the chat right now, some of you already know this, but not too long ago, one of the four of us was on the Wheel of Fortune. That was going to be one of our questions, but I want to fast forward. One of us was on the Wheel of Fortune. Look at that. That's Becky on the Wheel of Fortune.
She was a big winner. Awesome.
She was a big winner, and she still has a lot of that in savings. So if anybody needs anything, reach out to Becky. She'll hook you up.
Living in Her Now wants to know, have we been skydiving with dolphins? We'll talk. Okay, so we're seeing a lot of guesses in the chat. We asked who went swimming with dolphins. A lot of folks saying Becky and Fabian, but a couple of guesses for Carrie and Scott as well. Robert Garhart has validated that you were a little crazy in college, which is maybe why I didn't gravitate towards him to begin with, just saying.
And there was the question, have you been skydiving with dolphins? And Nursing Our Travel Bug said that Natasha and Bill did that on their honeymoon. Skydiving with dolphins on their honeymoon, Natasha and Bill.
That is very
That's
interesting.
awesome. So the correct answer is the couple that went swimming with dolphins was us.
During our honeymoon.
It was on our honeymoon. That was, if you ever have a chance to do that, everybody go do it. It's very cool. But tell us about skydiving. We've never been skydiving.
Well, skydiving, we didn't do it together.
No.
We ended up doing it on our separate times before we met. I ended up doing it in 2006, and that was how I got over my fear of flights, heights, and anything above 6-story buildings.
And the funny thing is, I did it in 2006 as well, but I did it with my college friends.
Oh, okay. That's something I've never done, and I'm not sure that I ever will, to be honest with you. I think I might die of a heart attack. And I'm not willing.
You got to try it out because it looks gorgeous up there. And I'm telling you that from somebody who was afraid of it. And every time that plane took off, my cheeks went back and I was screaming like my heart was in my butt right now. But as soon as I jumped out, it all went away.
Man. Well, Becky and Fabian, proceeding onward in America, thank you for being with us. We had fun playing our game with you. Everybody type in the chat, bye to Fabian and Becky. And guys, we'll catch up with you later.
Thanks for being with us.
Thank you for having us.
And make sure that you keep proceeding onward in your adventures.
Yes, ma'am. Y'all be safe.
If you would like a sticker from us, then just send us an email. We got new stickers. What do they look like, Carrie?
They look just like the banner you see behind us. So that's our new logo, and our stickers definitely look just like it. So
we would love to send you a sticker that you could put on your RV or on your laptop or on your backpack, on your skateboard, at the bottom of your bird cage, wherever you put stickers.
Yeah. So I said last week that some of you gave us stickers before we knew that was a thing. So we didn't have any to reciprocate. So maybe you have given us one of yours and you'd like one of ours. Please send us an email so we can have an address to mail it to you. If you just want to trade stickers and we've not gotten yours yet, that would be awesome too, because we are definitely collecting stickers and we would love to have each one of yours if you've got one.
Yeah, just send us an email at McGuire'sOwnTires@gmail.com. Now, those of you that are watching on Facebook, we're about to end the Facebook stream right now. So look down in the description and come over and join us on YouTube, because we've got another game we're going to play and we've got a giveaway we're going to do. If you're watching on Facebook, you've got about 2 minutes before our next game. Come, just click the link down in the description and we'll see you over on YouTube.
All right. So as he's ending the Facebook streams, we are going to go ahead and have a word from our sponsor. Tonight's sponsor is Ned and Tina's Escape Room. With all that's going on, we all need an escape. The escape room experience is one with a commitment, and that is definitely true at Ned and Tina's Escape Room. This is what makes Ned and Tina's a unique experience, and that is that you don't leave until you solve the puzzle. Doesn't matter how long it takes. You're there until you solve the puzzle and can escape. It is built inside the old silo off of Route 6, and it's inside of that cylinder, inside of that silo, it's made of cylinder blocks, which means you have no cell phone service. Doesn't that sound fun? You can't call for help. You can't use your phone a friend. You just have to figure it out on your own. And so Ned and Tina's Escape Room also now features the 24% rule. If you are stuck in the escape room for at least 24 hours, once you hit that 24-hour mark and you still haven't solved the puzzle to get out, you get 24% off all food while you remain there until you solve the puzzle.
Because if you've been there 24 hours, you need a snack.
Mm-hmm. You should check out their themed room. Like the monastery room is one of their themed rooms. You don't get to talk while you're in there, and it's been completely soundproofed. Isn't that exciting and fun sounding? There's also one for the kids, the Common Core room, that's completely made up of math word problems that the kids must solve. And new for 2021, the New Year's resolution room, where you get to exercise and eat a fully keto diet the whole time you're there. So go see Ned and Tina in the old silo off Route 6. All right, it's game time, and Chloe and Sophie are back with us for game time.
It's time for MLK, fact or fiction. You know that Martin Luther King Jr., we are celebrating Martin Luther King Jr. Day today. This is actually, I think, the closest Monday to his birthday, and that's why we celebrate that. He's actually the first non-president to have a federal holiday on his birthday. Now, the president was George Washington. His birthday is February 22nd, but we celebrate it on a
Like
close
the 17th or that
somewhere around in
Monday,
there.
around in there.
February 22nd. February 22nd is my birthday, same as George Washington.
Oh yeah, I've got one for you.
Go.
MLK's birthday is January 15th, even though we celebrate it whatever that Monday is near to it. I think it's the second or third Monday.
Second Monday, I think.
Yeah. My birthday was January 15th. Just saying, he's my birthday twin.
So we know some things like that, but we're going to play fact or fiction with you guys. So for each statement we give you, you're going to tell us in the chat whether it was fact or fiction. We're going to test your MLK Jr. knowledge.
Absolutely. So the very first one, and just type it into the chat for us what you think. True or false? Martin Luther King Jr.'s first name was not originally Martin.
You mean like it could be like Susan?
I don't know about that, but was MLK Jr.'s first name always Martin?
So if you think it was Martin, say true. If you think it was something else, then say false. Just type that in the chat right there.
You kind of got that backwards.
What?
It wasn't always Martin.
Oh.
Is it true or false?
So I've already messed it up.
Sorry, guys.
Goodness.
We'll
All right.
we'll try to lose the dead weight for next week.
All right. So what's
We got some true, some false.
yeah, but we don't know if they're responding to the correct question or the wrong one.
I know, but
Yeah, as I'm a teacher, and whenever there's a faulty question on a test, you've just got to man up and take the blame.
Yeah.
I messed up on a test this past week. I had to give every kid in that class 30 points on the test to fix it. It wasn't actually the question; it was the way I designed the test. Everything about it was wrong. I had to give them 30 points to get it right.
Nice. Okay.
Oops.
So Martin Luther King Jr., that question was true. His name wasn't originally Martin. Apparently, as you know, because he's a junior, he was named after his father, Martin Luther King Sr., but he was not originally a Martin. He visited Germany and learned a lot about the theologian Martin Luther King.
Martin Luther,
thank you. And he decided he really liked that name, so he changed his name to Martin Luther King Sr. and changed his son's name to the Junior. And so even though MLK Jr. was originally Mike or Michael, it changed to Martin, but his friends still called him Mike. I had no idea until we were looking into that.
One.
Yeah, pretty cool.
True or false? Martin Luther King was expelled from school.
Expelled from school. You mean like
School.
kicked out and told not to come back? Oh my goodness.
He seems like a pretty, well, not pretty, but a pretty good guy. So I don't think like a pretty smart person. So I don't think he would have been expelled from school.
But everyone makes mistakes.
Well, he's
right?
also one to
guess.
challenge the system if it's not right.
That's true.
Didn't like Albert Einstein get like held back a grade or something?
Supposedly.
I don't know. I haven't
maybe
researched that.
We'll see.
All right. So was Martin Luther King Jr., was he expelled from school? Martin Luther King Jr. expelled from school, true or false? It's About Time Now says true, where the Robert says true. Loving Life Hitched Up says true. Oh, this is a lot of true. Living Like Larry, Living in Our Now. RV on the Race Side. Now, RV on the Wayside knows his trivia.
He does.
So if he's saying true, it must be true. What is it, Sophie?
It is, drumroll please.
True.
It is
Yay!
true. Yeah.
Really? What happened?
He was kicked out of first grade. He was enrolled at the age of 5, but that's too young to be in first grade.
Oh.
So they sent him back home because he was too young.
I'm just over here imagining his teacher just in his class looking at the roll. Wait, isn't Martin like 5? Okay, go home. You're done. Go home.
Chloe,
Or was
what's
he Mike at the time?
right, it might have been Mike.
I don't
Mike
know.
King.
Okay, so true or false? Martin Luther King dropped out of school after 8th grade. Well, Martin Luther King Jr. He dropped out of school after 8th grade. True or false?
Yeah, you hear that sometimes. People go on to be really successful, but they stopped school early. Maybe they just found another calling, or school wasn't for them. Or
Right.
maybe they were super smart and didn't need it.
That's right.
So true or false, Martin Luther King Jr. dropped out of school after 8th grade. What are we getting?
That's some
Let's see.
truths.
We don't
A lot
know
of
if-
Oh, these are for the last question. I
Yeah,
remember those.
okay.
All right. So
so
we want to know, did he drop after school after
Eighth
eighth
grade.
grade?
Drop
okay,
out of
so
school.
I think these are some new comments. So
Yeah.
go ahead and read some. Okay, so Loving Life Hinged Up says false. Is that one for now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yep. And RV on the Wayside says true. That might be one from last time, but we'll see.
Yeah, that's okay.
Go ahead.
Keep going.
Rin Family says false. Nursing Home Travelback says false. Ford Man, aka Kenneth Oaks, says true.
Mm.
Let's see. James Catanese says false.
Mhm.
Okay. Let's see.
Oh, Ren family is adding that he started college at a young age.
Tell us
Okay,
about
so
it, Chloe.
tell us-
What do you
tell us
know?
more.
Okay. So that is false. He actually just skipped 2 grades and he skipped 9th and 12th. And he actually enrolled at college at the age of 15.
Ah, very cool. So Ren family, you're
So-
correct. He did enroll very
Yeah,
young,
that
didn't
was
he?
false.
All right, Sophie, you got one for us?
Yeah. True or false? Before
Before he was a
Before-
civil rights leader? Okay.
before what she
Civil
said.
rights. Uh-huh.
He worked at a newspaper.
All right. True or false? Martin Luther King Jr. used to work at a newspaper.
Before he was a civil rights leader.
Right. I think no. I think no, because he was a preacher. I mean, he was a preacher.
Yeah.
What's the answer, Sophie?
It is drumroll, please.
True.
True.
He worked at a newspaper?
Yeah, he was the assistant manager for the Atlanta Journal.
Okay.
Delivery
Delivery
station.
station.
Yes, he was a newspaper delivery boy.
Right.
And at the age of 13, he was promoted to assistant manager for deliveries.
Awesome.
That is cool.
Very cool. Okay, so here's our next one. True or false? So we all know that he's got that title doctor ahead of his name. And I actually saw Nursing Our Travel Bug mentioning that also on one of the prior questions. But his true or false, his doctorate was actually from honorary degrees. True or false? His
So you're saying like,
doctorate- right, that he maybe didn't actually go through the full educational process to earn a doctorate, but some institutions thought well of him and gave him honorary doctorates, which is a common occurrence. Folks do that, do receive them. So true or false, his doctorate was actually from honorary degrees, and that's how he got the title doctor.
oh,
Okay. Let's see. We're seeing some false, some true.
Avenger awaits. Avenger RV Adventure says true, where the Robert says false.
Oh, Loving Life Hitched Up was helpful and put a whole bunch of X's and said that there would be new answers after the X's.
Oh, that's
so everything
great.
after that is new. So thanks, Loving Life
Thank
Hitched
you.
Up.
That's super helpful.
That is helpful
us.
because our chat just froze. So
Yeah,
that was
that's
very
great.
helpful.
So Linda R says that's true. James Cantonese says false.
Living in Our Now says honorary.
Honorary. Yep.
RV on
Ren-
the Wayside says true.
Yep. Let's see. Okay. So that one is actually false. He did earn a PhD from Boston University in systematic theology. And thank you for the Wren family who knew that it was in systematic theology.
That's
Very
awesome. Yeah.
Way to know stuff. And he actually earned 2 bachelor's degrees prior to that. One of them was in sociology and one of them was in divinity. But then he did go on and earn that PhD. But he did earn a whole bunch of at least 20 honorary degrees from a lot of different institutions, including Yale and Howard University, who acknowledged his work and his efforts through those honorary degrees.
I remember being in the Civil Rights Museum in Atlanta, and his robe is on display down there, I think with his Bible, and you can see the 3 bars.
Right, showing that he was had the doctorate. Very
Yep.
cool.
So yeah.
Okay, Chloe, you got one
Okay.
for us?
Yep. True or false? Martin Luther King Jr. won a Grammy. So is that true or false?
Come on, Martin Luther King Jr.
Yeah.
He wasn't a singer.
Oh, guys, if somebody else could do the thing that Loving Life Hitched Up did, where they put a whole bunch of X's for the new thing, that would be good.
Yeah.
That'd be good.
I'm sure Loving Life Hitched Up has us covered.
Yeah,
They're
Probably
on it.
do. Okay, so true or false?
So I think
He won a Grammy.
yep, POA is
Which one?
saying false, that he didn't win a Grammy.
Yeah, he didn't. I don't think he played any instruments, or maybe the recorder. Shout out
Oh,
recorder.
boy. Let's not shout out the recorder.
Come on.
All right, there's our X's.
It's about
for
time now. Says false. Where the Robert says false.
All the Venture says false.
Okay.
Phil Am Glamper says true. Now, Loving Life Hitched Up says true, and they are good at trivia too. She's a teacher, and he is a police officer, and somehow their heads are filled with
All
random
kinds of
trivia knowledge. Yeah.
information. Yeah, very nice.
Friend family said they know facts about Martin Luther King Jr. due to their eldest learning it in school and telling them.
That is awesome.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
cool.
So should I go ahead and?
Yep, go for it.
Sure.
All right. So that is true. He actually, it was the best spoken word, and he was recognized for it after he died. But it was on why he opposes the war in Vietnam, and he was
Right.
actually the youngest male to win the Nobel Peace Prize at 35 years old.
Yeah, that was an album.
Yeah.
There were 2 speeches on the album, I think, and they were the same topic. But that album
Won a Grammy.
Won the Grammy. Yeah.
And now we made a point to say he was the youngest male to win the Nobel Peace Prize at 35 years old, because others have won it at a younger age, but they were women. He was the youngest male.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So Nursing Our Travel Bug wants to know if there are bonus points. All right.
Essay form.
All right. So
Cite your references.
this
that
one
kind of thing.
we couldn't figure out how to put this as true or false. So I'm just going to start telling this story, and you see if you can figure it out. You ready? And you can thank Nursing Our Travel Bug for this extra credit. Here it goes. So on their wedding day, when he married Coretta Scott, who was actually studying to be an opera singer at the New England Conservatory,
Yes.
a fantastic music school. She was going to be a mezzo soprano, but if you asked him, he said she was going to be a great star, but her plans were interrupted by a Baptist preacher.
Darn him.
So she didn't make it. But on their wedding day, I'm going to tell you about where they spent their wedding night. So and I'm looking in the chat to see if somebody knows where they spent their wedding night, because this is just random MLK trivia.
Yes, it is.
They got married, and then before their honeymoon, they needed somewhere to spend the night, and they started looking at hotels to spend their wedding night, and their the hotels they were checking did not have rooms available for African Americans. And so they had to keep looking and see what they could find. And they ended up spending the night at a friend's house. And I'm not seeing anybody chatting anything about the night. So I'm just going to go ahead and tell you. You ready? The friend actually was a mortician who ran his business out of his house. So here's your random MLK trivia for the day. You learned it. You heard it here first, or second, or third. Martin Luther King Jr. spent his wedding night in a mortuary.
Right.
You won't learn that anywhere else.
That's right.
That is
You heard it here at the McGuire's on Tires live stream.
McGuire's on
That's
Tires.
quality information. So a minute ago, we mentioned that MLK Jr.'s marriage to Coretta Scott King interrupted her plans. But I think if we pay attention to the life Coretta Scott King has lived, both while MLK Jr. was living, and she partnered with him as a support and as, oftentimes out, with him, pushing forward with the purpose and all that MLK Jr. represented, serving the community, fighting for civil rights and all of those things. After his untimely death, she has continued to push forward, making a name, making sure everyone understood what his purpose was and why he worked the way he did, and the value of peacefulness and all of the things that he pushed for. So I wanted to not forget the legacy of Coretta Scott King, who, one would say compromised her plans, but I think it was all part of the larger plan. I think that's pretty amazing.
Definitely.
Her
Definitely.
legacy is pretty impressive as well.
Yeah. Hope you enjoyed the MLK Fact or Fiction with us. Let's move on. We want to talk about channel growth. We want to give everybody a chance to talk about growing your channel. It's important that we support each other in these YouTube endeavors. We've already met our non-content creators. We've met folks with less than 100 subscribers. So right now in the chat, if you have less than 4,000 watch hours and less than 1,000 subscribers, meaning you're not monetized yet, and you're missing you're missing both of those things. You don't have 1,000 subscribers, and you don't have 4,000 watch hours. Type CC in the chat. Now, what we're doing, if you type CC in the chat, everybody's going to look through the chat and go back and visit each other. And during the week, we'll watch each other's videos, And what we'd like you to do is, if you see a channel that you've not met before, go watch their video, leave a comment. If you like it, subscribe. And if you don't, you've just watched a video and you've supported them in that way. But if you have less than 4,000 watch hours and less than 1,000 subscribers, type CC in the chat. If you have your 4,000 watch hours or you have your 1,000 subscribers, type BB. Like if you don't have both of them, if you've got your 4,000 watch hours or your 1,000 subscribers, but not both, type BB. So if you don't have 4,000 or 1,000, type CC. If you don't have 4,000 or you don't have 1,000, type BB. Now, there's one more group. If you are already monetized, meaning you've already gotten your 1,000 subscribers, you've already gotten your 4,000 watch hours, then type AA in the chat, because we want to thank you for supporting us, even though you're already there. Now, those of you who are watching who don't have content on your channels, what this is, everybody's goal, well, most folks on YouTube, their goal is to be monetized to help us support and make more videos. And the way we do that is we have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. And so we're supporting each other with CC, BB, AA. Type that in the chat and tell us where you are with things, because we want to support you. And I see some of you are putting your number of subscribers. Go ahead and put that in there too. If you've already typed CCBB, go back and type it again and tell us the number of subscribers you have. We want to see where you are on your journey. I like to go back and watch the live stream. I'll probably rewatch it tomorrow and see where you are this week compared to last week. I enjoy that and seeing your growth. That's really cool. But we want to shout out a couple of channels right now. So join us for this. Here's a channel that some of you may not know. We're going to introduce you to them. And if you don't know this channel, it's called Living in Our Now. If you don't know these guys, we want you to go, again, check them out, watch a video, leave a comment. And if you like what you see, subscribe to their channel. So we're going to introduce you right now to Living in Our Now.
Hey there, I'm Aaron.
And I'm Nicole, and we're Living in Our Now. Welcome to our YouTube channel.
We're your everyday family who realized that if we kept waiting for it to be the right time before we did stuff that we wanted to do as a family in order to create lasting memories,
that our kids would probably be grown and out of the house by then.
We decided that we were going to be deliberate and take the resources and time that we had available to us now in order to make the memories that we were wanting,
instead of waiting until later, because later is just too late.
2 times each month, we'll be releasing new videos in which we'll be sharing with you our experiences related to travel, family adventures, as well as part-time RV living.
You'll get our recommendations on things to do, places to stay, and other tips, tricks, and probably some laughs along the way.
There's going to be laughs.
Yeah.
So you're going to want to make sure that you're subscribed so that way you're the first to know when we release new content.
Make sure to drop a comment below, say hi, and we can get to know you.
We'll see you soon.
Good deal.
If you're not already familiar with Living in Our Now, go check out that channel. They're actually in the chat right now. If you want to say hello to them in the chat, you just type shift2 @ and Living in Our Now and just say hello to them. It's good to meet new friends on the YouTubes.
And we're excited you guys are with us tonight as well. The other channel we want to highlight is also in the chat. All the Ventures is here. That's Jay and Jessica. And I got a kick out of a recent video that they published, and that just makes me really appreciate the sense of humor that they're putting into what the content is. They every couple gets into arguments here and there, and I guess maybe it kind of made me laugh a little bit that they argue about something that we might argue about, like getting on each other's nerves about something or rubbing each other the wrong way. So recently they were on a hike, and we're going to show you some footage here in just a second, but they were on a hike, and apparently Jessica enjoys watching crime movies and crime TV shows, which is really me. That's what I do. And so you just start to see the life.
We did that all day today.
We did that all day. Yeah, basically like hung out. And
we vegged out in bed and watched, what is that show?
Criminal Minds.
Criminal Minds.
We binge watched
all
Criminal Minds.
day long.
Yeah,
do you watch Criminal Minds? Type in the chat your binge-worthy show that you like right now, because we're going to be looking for one soon.
Yeah, it's almost time. But anyway, so they apparently were on a hike, and Jessica kind of came up with this storyline in her head because she's thinking about these crime shows she's been watching, and all of a sudden she's scheming maybe a plan to murder.
Let's show him.
Jay. Okay, let's let him see.
And it's just like, well, I figured out the perfect way to kind of kill somebody. I'm like, are we talking about murdering somebody right now? And then, so just so you know, I'm trying to cover my tracks here.
I'm not.
As I'm saying that, people walk by, and she turned around. I'm ready.
Oh, I'm gonna wait.
You gonna wait to talk about murder? That was the point.
The point in the face.
The point in the face, just like, I'm gonna get you. And she's like, how dare you talk about, you know, what we're talking about in front of other people. You gotta be more careful, control your voice. I don't know what I did wrong.
I didn't know you were recording. I was just talking to you, and you had to be like, oh, tell me, what is the perfect murder problem, as people were walking by. I just find it weird.
I'm like,
because he vocalized.
I'm like, okay, so,
such a loud voice.
so in my head, I'm like, if you're gonna talk to me secluded in the forest about the perfect murder plot, and then you tell me to keep my mouth shut about it, I'm gonna be a little extra scared.
It does make sense, actually,
Yeah.
when he said that. I'm like,
and those other people,
it
seems like we're trying to hide the fact that we are going to or have just murdered somebody.
So an awesome sense of humor from this full-time RVing couple. They have a few pets that go along with them. Please check out their channel. Watch and like a video, make a comment. And if you enjoy their channel, subscribe, because we've really enjoyed starting to get to know them. And we look forward to some more great adventures with Jay and Jessica.
And they're in the chat too, aren't they?
They are, all the ventures. They're here.
Say hello to them in the chat. If you don't know them, you definitely want to get to know
for sure.
them.
Okay, so we are going to do our giveaway for today. Thank you to our featured channels today. Last week, as we were getting ready to depart from our live stream, we asked you guys to go check out Loving Life Hitched Up and view their most recent video called Tour Hershey, Pennsylvania in 2020, an RV adventure. So they were in Hershey, Pennsylvania, and they did all kinds of cool things there.
Apparently, you can sample chocolates from around the world.
Which I didn't know that. So now I want to go to Hershey, Pennsylvania like tomorrow, because how cool is that?
I learned that some are sweet and some are bitter.
Yeah, I didn't know. So,
and I also learned that there are loud people in the tasting room.
Yes, there was a loud person that just kept creating a distraction, which was very funny how they handled that in the video. It was really fun to watch that. So Loving Life Hitched Up's video is the focus of our trivia tonight. So get ready to type into the comments your answer to our trivia question for an Amazon gift card. And so Chloe's helping with the visual aid. So they had some good drone footage in this video. Where was the drone footage from?
You can't just say Hershey, Pennsylvania.
Right, that's not going to cut it. We want a little bit more specific than that. Where did they capture some drone footage? So we're looking for.
All right, the first. Oh gosh, Loving Light Hitched Up says that was an employee.
That was loud.
It was like she had a speaker built into her mask.
It was just projected. Like, oh, okay.
So where was the drone footage? The first person to type in the chat where TJ and Red got their drone footage will win a gift card. How much is this gift card, Carrie?
This is a $10 gift card.
Oh, I love giving away money.
He loves giving away stuff. He really does. We're all excited.
So Ford Man Kenneth Oakes says that he's getting hungry talking about food. And Where the Robert says they're at 5th and Main. Loving Life Hitched Up knows the answer.
Living Like Larry says Hershey Park.
It was not Hershey Park. Can you imagine a drone flying over Hershey Park?
That would have been cool.
Let's see. And all the ventures, they saw it. They said she was so loud.
Yeah.
So 4th and Main says Where the Roberts. Where was the drone footage that TJ shot in that one? Go ahead and show that banner. When we have our winner, we're going to have you email us at McGuire'sOwnTires@gmail.com, and we'll send you an Amazon gift card.
Where the Roberts has guessed 3rd and Main.
3rd and Main.
Hershey Campground is what James Cantnese is saying.
Oh, that's a good guess.
That is a good guess.
Speaking of Hershey's, what's the dessert that we make over the campfire? With the Hershey's, graham crackers, the marshmallows.
Graham cracker, chocolate bar. Something under the stars. And clean.
Put
Put
'em
'em
all
together and you got a treat.
What
What
is
is
it?
that called?
We make them every time. Roast the marshmallows.
S'mores. S'mores.
Yay!
Yes.
Oh no. Okay.
Good job.
No.
Here, Chloe's isn't working. You'll need to use this one.
I'm being re-attacked.
Yeah, it's on the green screen.
So those of you that just tuned in, there was a secret word earlier. Apparently, it was s'mores. You remember on Nickelodeon they used to say, "I don't know." It was on. You can't do that on television if they said, "I don't know." Oh, back to the
Living
game
in Our Now just said they hit 275 subscribers. So thank y'all for
Whoop,
checking them
whoop.
out.
Oh,
Okay. So
Cone Travel Vlog.
Cone Travel Vlog is our winner.
I'm
Way
trying
to go,
to find him.
guys. Go up to comments. There you go. You got it.
Cone Travel Vlog.
Yep.
I just
up
saw
one.
him.
Here you go.
There he is. He
Hershey
said Hershey
Vineyard.
That was really
Yay!
cool. If you didn't catch Loving Life Hitched Up, their video, they had drone footage right at the end. You could see the whole vineyard. There was also a brewery there. Is that the right video?
I think so.
That looked really cool. And if they used Harvest Host to do that. If you've not used Harvest Host, you probably want to check that out. There are some really cool, basically free camping spots through Harvest Host. We've got a link in the description if you want to check it out.
Absolutely.
But if you've not done that, you definitely need to do that.
So Cone Travel, please go visit or email us at McGuire'sOnTires@gmail.com so we can know where to send your gift card. Congratulations.
We got to wrap it up. Make sure you go visit Living in Our Now, all the ventures, and Proceeding Onward in America.
POA. All right. So we last week tried out a new outro, and we're going to continue to fine tune and tweak that sucker because, man, it's a little shaky sometimes. So between now and we want you to come back next Monday for our live stream, 8 p.m. Eastern time, again, right here in the same place. We hope you'll join us again. We always have so much fun with you guys, and we're so grateful for your being here. Between now and then, we hope that you make sure you keep on
proceeding onward in your dreams.
Nope.
Proceeding onward in your dreams.
No.
In your imagination.
In church.
Still no.
No.
Invisible.
Interchangeable. Intercollegiate.
Stop.
Gosh. All right. I'm Scott.
I'm Carrie.
I'm Chloe.
I'm Sophie.
And it's McGuire Monday. Out.